Hello everyone, welcome to the Fantasy Sports Review News Center. I'm Amanda Walker with your official NFL news update. After Week 3, we have seen the emergence of Peyton Hillis of the Cleveland Browns. Fantasy Sports Review told you last week Hillis would have a big week, and he did with 180 yards of total offense and a touchdown. Hillis, who filled in for the injured Jerome Harrison, is a must-start in all leagues this week versus Cincinnati. One-year wonder Ray Rice is looking true to form. One of the top picks in this year's draft, Rice, has not found the end zone and is banged up heading into a tough matchup with the Steelers. Willis McGahee will still get many opportunities to vulture some touchdowns away from Rice. But this week, you need to stay tuned to see if Rice will start. Ryan Matthews of the San Diego Chargers is still nursing an ankle injury. Matthews, the top pick of the Chargers in this year's draft, hurt his ankle 2 weeks ago and hasn't played since. Monitor his status because when healthy, he is a must-start. And as of right now, he has been working out with the team and should be ready to go. Javid Best of the Lions missed the second half of this week's contest in Minnesota. Best, who has 4 touchdowns, has emerged as a breakout player this year. His toe injury could be considered serious. This injury could be an ongoing thing, so you might want to stash Best away this week, or better yet, try to trade him. He is still a running back on a pretty poor but improving team. With the tough matchup versus Green Bay looming, I do not believe that Best will be in any hurry to return to action. Andre Johnson, arguably the best wide receiver in the league, has a high ankle sprain. This injury is very tricky because it is not considered serious, but it could hamper the all-league performer all season. Johnson is as tough as they come, but should play. However, his effectiveness could be in jeopardy. Week 4 of the NFL season also brings us our first set bye weeks. There are some big offensive names out this week. In Week 4, Kansas City, Dallas, Minnesota, and Tampa Bay are all on bye. The following undefeated Kansas City Chiefs fantasy players will need to be rested this week: Matt Castle, Jamal Charles, and Dwayne Bowe. For the Dallas Cowboys, remember to bench Tony Romo, the entire running back stable, Miles Austin, and Jason Witten. The Minnesota Vikings will get a chance to recover from some injuries this week, so make sure you move Brett Favre, Adrian Peterson, Percy Harvin, and Visanthe Shenko to your bench roster. And lastly this week, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you have any of these scrubs on your fantasy team, make sure you move them to your bench and keep them there. Thank you for joining me in the Fantasy Sports Review News Center. I'm Amanda Walker, and now back to Phil and Robbie in the studio.